everyone, it's Alyssa and this is Always Cinema Chic. Today I just want to give you my reactions to the 2018 Academy Awards. I thought it was a really great show in terms of entertainment value. I thought the sets were incredible and the musical numbers were amazing, but I first want to start with the big winner, The Shape of Water, which I have to say, out of my list of all the movies of what I thought would win and not win, not counting documentary shorts and short animations, I got everything correct except Best Picture. I really thought, even though there was all of this chatter that The Shape of Water was going to win for Best Picture, you know, I always hear things like that, and then it always goes to the original movie that has won basically everything. So I was convinced that Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri was going to win. I was genuinely surprised because I really thought Guillermo del Toro would win for Best Director and then they would just split it. But I don't really have much of a reaction with this either way. I thought both of the films were really great films. I still like Call Me By Your Name better than those two films, but you know, they were both great and you really couldn't go wrong. In fact, this year I really don't think there were any horrible films. The two worst, in my opinion, were Darkest Hour and The Post, but everything else was, you know, really different for what you normally see nominated for an Academy Award. So, you know, I loved hearing Guillermo del Toro speak. I thought both of his speeches were just really inspirational and down to earth, and he's just, whenever I look at him, I just want to hug him. He emits the nicest energy ever. And you know, I even saw Greta Gerwig mouth, you know, I love him so much when he was speaking, and he really is quite a special person. And now I'm at the point where it's like, all right, he won Best Director, Best Picture. Now hopefully they'll let him make whatever he wants to make, and I can't help but keep thinking that he was looking into making The Haunted Mansion a movie, and The Haunted Mansion is by far my favorite ride at Disney World, and it would be awesome to see them do The Haunted Mansion done, but with Guillermo del Toro's eye. I think it would be amazing. But to me, the best speech of the night was Frances McDormand. I was so pumped up after seeing that speech, and I just love what she did at the end, having every female who was nominated stand up. And you know, at the end of the day, these awards are truly meaningless, but the one thing that they do is they put out people's names and they put out people's films that probably wouldn't get as much recognition had they not gotten those nominations. So a film like I, Tanya, or something like Call Me By Your Name, I think it gets a little bit more traction. People might be a little bit more willing to watch it once they see it get nominated. And it really, when you think about it, there were such great films. Whoever wins, it doesn't really matter, because the performances and the films were, I thought, quite good this year. And you know, there were some where it was just a lock. You knew Frances McDormand was going to win. You knew Gary Oldman. With all of the acting awards, pretty much, you knew who would win. There weren't really any surprises except for Best Picture. I thought they were all the obvious front runners in each of the categories, but you know, I didn't even care because I thought the music last night was amazing, and I don't usually remember hearing all 5 performances and thinking all 5 performances were outstanding. And even though I actually most wanted Mystery of Love to win, but I knew that wouldn't win, so I was happy that Remember Me did win. But just hearing all the songs together, and once again getting those songs out there, I had never, I don't know what I was thinking. I've never really even heard of Marshall. I remember seeing the poster about it, and I never had seen a trailer, and I think, I mean, I kind of thought it was an action movie, and then when I realized, wait, this is about Thurgood Marshall. I had no idea. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch that movie. So it's nice to have these awards to go back and, you know, maybe if you miss something, see something that stands out to you so much. I also thought some of the standout moments were having, you know, some of the celebrities go and give candy to people in a movie theater next door, thanking people for going to the movie theater. But I think that was nice because, you know, not that many people go to the movie theater, not as many as there used to be, and so many people will just watch films illegally that it's nice to promote this idea of like actually going out to a movie and seeing it on a big screen where most films are really meant to be seen. So all in all, I was just really impressed with this award show. I thought the sets were incredible. It was, I don't think I've ever seen such beautiful sets. I thought the show went seamlessly, and comparing that to last year, which was obviously a catastrophe, it was a lot of good fun. I also thought Sam Rockwell's speech was so nice, and being a teacher, him having that little story about his parents taking him out of school when he thought something happened to his grandma, but they were just going to see a movie, was super funny. And I've always liked Sam Rockwell, and it's such a great thing to see him win an award. I kind of wanted him to dance up on the stage because I do not like missing a moment of him dancing. He's one of my favorite dancers. But all in all, I thought the speeches were timely, interesting. I thought the people who won Coco, won for Coco, had such a nice speech as well, and I was just really impressed. And the one last thing that I loved seeing was Eva Marie Saint. I love On the Waterfront. I love North by Northwest, and to see her at 93 years old looking as gorgeous as she looked, it was just amazing. And I had read an article where she said the reason she is so lively and, you know, she is so with it at 93 is because she lives in New York City and she just walks everywhere. So if I learned anything last night, it's that you should just walk everywhere, and you could live to 93 years old and look like Eva Marie Saint. So that would be really nice. So thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what you were, you know, surprised by, if you were surprised by anything. I was also, one last thing, so happy that Roger Deakins won. It was long overdue, and to see everyone just stand up right away, that was just spectacular that he got so much respect right away, and he certainly deserved it for Blade Runner 2049. It wasn't like, oh, he's been nominated a million times, now he has to win it, maybe a little bit like Gary Oldman, but this was a film that he certainly deserved to win. And to see Jordan Peele win for Get Out for screenwriting, such an original storyline, certainly deserved it there. And to see, you know, James Ivory be the oldest winner ever for Call Me By Your Name, which really is one of the greatest adaptations that I've seen from a novel to a film. It was in some ways, I thought he actually improved upon the book after reading the book. The book is phenomenal. I loved it. But there were slight changes that he made that I think worked better in the film, but then he kept certain things the same that needed to be kept the same, just like that speech at the end of the film where the father is talking to the son, that beautiful monologue. He keeps that almost verbatim, and so he knew what to keep and he knew what to get rid of, and it's just such a beautiful screenplay. So there were just so many nice moments that I would love to hear what you guys thought were the nicest moments of the show. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Bye.